Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, Matt with Green Bar Trading. My hair, I can obviously see here on the screen, looks absolutely insane. I've been up since 3 a.m. I look like I'm aging like fruit in a bag. I get it. I need some rest. But there is no rest for the day trader. And we are all day traders, and we're constantly in the charts and doing technical analysis. So I'm going to go over my day with you today. It is Friday, the last day of the week, obviously. It's August 20th, and we are wrapping the day up. Let me see here, make sure it's exact. $148.50. So not a bad morning. Very, simple, quick trades, in and out, scalping. Just understanding technical analysis is so key, especially trading the E-minis. So you can see here most of my gains were on the E-mini. But my other two stocks that I traded and why they're so small is going to be very important when I show you the actual charts and why I got out of the trade when I got out of it. Because after they both flushed from things that I saw on level 2 that I did not want to happen. So I cut the trade and the stocks just ripped and flushed. So this is going to be a very important recap. And during these recaps, you can really, really learn a lot about technical analysis, a lot about, just understanding the overall, inner workings of the market. So the E-mini, I keep saying micro. It's something I used to trade, but the E-mini, it really respects very important price levels and trend lines. I don't use any other indicators on this besides VWAP. That's it. And you can, if you consider volume an indicator, I also use that. So anyway, these white arrows here are when I got into my positions. So on this one here, this was at about 5:50 this morning. Now, I just happened to be at the computer at this time. I wasn't actively trading, but this is a time where I am in alerting our Discord of all the key levels for the day. I'm on Twitter. I'm in our chat room, which if you're not a part of, you should definitely think about going over there and joining. It's a great group, really, really good people in there. And you can definitely learn a thing or two. So, from many different strategies. So we have a clear trend line. So I drew this trend line out before I got involved in this trade. I wanted to see if when price was moving up, if it was going to be reacting with an overall trend line and the VWAP. This is a very, very, strong, high probability trade right here. So what I did here was I took one short contract and sold it on the first pullback here. Now, what I normally do is when I trade these, I go for, risking 1 to make 2. So a 1 to 2 type of risk to reward. So, getting in here, selling a contract short, and then covering. And then later in the day, this longer term trend line is from, hang on one second, it's on. This longer term trend line is from 4 days ago. So we hit here, and then we were starting to get a lot of reaction at that level. So now I just dial it in to the 1 minute. Now, this is where I knew, or didn't know, but once we broke this key trend line, and you can tell right here, by all of that price action, all of that business taking place there, that there was other people, computer algorithms, also looking at that trend line that spanned the entire week. So if we broke over that trend line, we are no longer in just a down pattern, but we're starting to break the pattern here. So what did I do? I got long, and then I took my profit up over around here. Now, when I scalp, I like to get in really close, like I did on this trade here, close to, having a trend line, having support, having VWAP right here, having a trend line, where if it doesn't respect that level, there's always a place that I could get out on a low risk, higher reward entrance and exit. So that's why I look to get in at these critical levels, like right here. It finally broke this level. It broke it and then came back and retested a little bit. That would have been a good time to enter right here. Knowing these key levels are really important, especially if you're going to be trading any type of futures. The market in general is a very trending type of market. It usually has clear patterns. It respects trend lines until the trend line breaks. And then you have a new trend that starts to develop. So that's what we do. We're constantly mapping out all the key levels, all the key trend lines, and taking low risk, high reward entrances on those plays. So 137.50 from that. Now, I'm going to show you flag C. This started to pop up on our momentum scanner. This scanner is awesome. It shows stocks hitting high of day on heavy volume. So there's a lot of other traders that are trading it. If you take a look here at the volume profile, that is a lot of volume. So once it hit the high of day momentum scanner, it's hitting that for all traders to see. Now, the only problem with this, and I'm just going to click to show my trades because I can't remember exactly which candle. Okay, that's what I thought. So right here, I noticed that we were having an issue. We could not break over that level. So when I got involved for the third time, I was looking for the break of that key level. This 1208, 1210 area was not breaking. Now, this is the most important thing when trading momentum stocks. If it comes up and gets rejected for a third or fourth time, there's a very good possibility that you're going to see a very big flush, because traders tend to, they tried so much up here to do all the buying, and they were constantly buying, and the shorts were just piling on, that there was no buyers left. You ran out of buyers here, could not break. There was obviously a, big time seller up there that saw the stock that was up a high percent at that time. I think it was about 80%, or I could just be making that up. But it was up a pretty high percentage. definitely overbought at that level, but we see a lot of momentum stocks overbought. This play for this flat top breakout, this used to be a really, really good trade back in 2020, even the beginning of 2021. We would see this breakout of this area have huge short squeezes up to the next level, $13, $14. We're just not seeing it. We're getting moves, we're getting momentum, don't get me wrong. But when I see rejections like this and come up, break 12 and come back down, I'm out of that position. So we made $7 here instead of losing about 6 times, 7 times that amount, maybe even more if I would have held. I think about 10 times I would have lost, but I probably would have gotten out around here. So yeah, about 10 times the profit I would have lost if I wasn't experienced, if I didn't know this, if I didn't see the level 2 and the rejection that we saw. This was coming next, the flush. Now, we've all gotten caught in flushes before. It's not fun, but I got out before that happened. The other one I'm not even going to show you. It's not even worth it. But the key is 148.50 made. Learn your technical analysis if you're trading indexes, even if you're trading equities. A lot of times, computer algorithms are doing a lot of trading, and they're respecting these really key price levels, really key areas of support, resistance, key trend lines. So I recommend, if you're new, get into the charts, study charts, go through a lot of them, start on higher time frames. You know, the daily chart is a good one, and then go down to the 4-hour chart, and then maybe a 30-minute chart, and just do some lines, you know, trend lines, things that touch 3 times are really important areas. And if you learn all of that, your day trading will be really much better, and you'll be well on your way to consistency. So that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the trade recap, and I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. I'll see you guys all Monday morning. Take care, everyone.